GM just issued a do not drive warning on brand new trucks. We're talking $80,000 Silverados where the rear wheels lock up at highway speed with zero warning. Ram's new engine is throwing failures at 273 miles average. A brand new diesel is grenading before 10,000 miles, and there is no recall. But one engine keeps hitting 300,000 miles with nothing more than basic maintenance. 3 engines to walk away from, 1 engine worth buying. Let's get into it. GM 6.2-liter L87 V8 with transfer case combo. GM told dealers to stop selling these trucks. They put out a do not drive warning. Why? A part is missing from the transfer case, a simple oil pickup tube that costs maybe $20. Without this tube, the bearings get no oil. They overheat. They seize up. Your wheels can lock while you're driving down the highway. Some folks hear grinding for maybe 30 seconds. That's all the warning you get. When this happens, you're stuck with an $8,500 repair bill, and if it locks up while you're driving and causes an accident, your insurance rates go through the roof. That $8,500 is just the start. The same trucks have another problem that'll cost you even more. The transmission has a bad valve. It wears out fast. When it fails, your truck shifts hard. Sometimes the rear wheels lock up while you're towing. Fixing the transmission? $6,200 to $8,900. GM won't cover it after 60,000 miles, even though they know it breaks. GM's workers reported this problem after a truck locked up while towing a trailer caused property damage. GM's fix? They just updated the computer. No new parts. They tried to patch it with software. By February 2026, they had to recall the trucks again. The first computer fix was installed wrong on hundreds of trucks. Here's where it gets worse. These same trucks have a third expensive problem. The 6.2-liter engine itself is defective. The connecting rods and crankshaft can break. Your engine just stops running. No warning. This affects 600,000 trucks. When your engine seizes up, you need a complete rebuild. Cost $12,000 to $15,000. GM's engine fix? They drain your oil and put in thicker oil. They give you a new oil cap. That's it. No new engine parts. 36 truck owners had their engines fail after GM's fix. Each one faced a $15,000 repair bill. You pay $85,000 for this truck. Your total repair cost could hit $23,000. That's transfer case, transmission, and engine all failing on the same truck. $23,000 in repairs. That's more than most people paid for their first house. And that's just one truck. Wait until you hear what happens to the next engine at only 1,000 miles. Number 2 to avoid. GM 3.0-liter LZ0 Duramax Diesel. The GM 3.0-liter Duramax Diesel is GM's brand new engine for 2025 to 2026 Silverado 1500 and Sierra 1500 trucks. It's supposed to be the successor to their previous diesel, but owners are reporting catastrophic grenading engine failures well under 10,000 miles. I've documented a confirmed case. 2025 GMC Yukon XL with the LZ0 engine grenaded while towing at approximately 1,000 miles. The root cause? Thrust bearing defect. Insufficient crankshaft end play causes metal-on-metal contact and destroys the engine from the inside. Here's what happens before total failure, and if you see any of these signs, shut off immediately. You get a deep metallic knocking from the lower crankcase that gets worse as engine temperature rises. Intermittent low oil pressure warnings after towing. The diagnostic code P06DE shows up. Engine oil pressure control solenoid valve performance. If you cut open the oil filter, you'll see copper-colored metallic glitter. That's your engine eating itself alive. If you keep driving, you get total engine loss. GM issued Technical Service Bulletin TSB 25NA 307 in October 2025 covering this exact problem. But here's the scam. No recall was issued. Owners get no official notification. GM quietly revised the crankshaft in production around June 2025, but they issued no stop sale for earlier trucks. So if you bought a 2025 truck built before June, you're driving around with what's essentially a ticking time bomb and no idea when it might go off. One owner told me, "My 2025 Denali 3.0 just had engine and turbo replaced due to thrust-bearing failure. Just 4 months old at 7,500 miles. Awaiting buyback review. Not holding my breath." Engine replacement under warranty is covered, but owners face weeks of downtime, dealer delays, and diminished resale value. Outside warranty, you're looking at a full engine replacement bill with no recall to cover it. But at least GM's problems happen on land. The third engine I'm about to show you can leave you stranded anywhere, and it's not even a GM. The third engine comes from a company that killed their legendary V8 and replaced it with a science experiment that's failing at 273 miles. Number 3. To avoid. Ram 1500 Hurricane Twin Turbo 3.0-liter i6. The Hurricane Twin Turbo 3.0-liter inline-6 is Ram's replacement for the legendary 5.7-liter Hemi V8. Two variants, standard output 420 horsepower and high output 500 horsepower. It debuted in 2023 Jeep Wagoneer and entered Ram 1500 in 2025. Ram marketed it as a technological leap forward, quieter, more powerful, more efficient than the Hemi. But it's been an unmitigated disaster. NHTSA received 30-plus engine complaints on 2025 Ram 1500 trucks with an average complaint mileage of 273 miles. The problems start immediately and get worse fast. Thermostat failure is the big one. Ram's re-engineered three-way rotating valve thermostat uses a plastic inner piece that warps and fails, causing engine overheating. TSB 0900625 was issued March 27, 2025 for Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer with Hurricane engines showing engine overheated warnings. But there's more. Owners report check engine lights and cylinder misfire codes within the first 1,000 miles. Forum report 2025 Ram 1500 Big Horn. Less than 1,000 miles, check engine light for the second time. Using premium gas, driving conservatively. Another report, 2,300 miles on new 2025 Laramie 1500. Engine light comes on. Codes show 4 of 6 cylinders misfiring. The Hurricane also has a long-term problem that'll cost you thousands down the road. Direct injection system means carbon buildup on intake valves. No port injection to wash the valves clean. Carbon accumulates over tens of thousands of miles. Cleaning intake valves on a twin-turbo i6 is labor-intensive and expensive. Plus, the 2025 Ram 1500 Hurricane has no oil dipstick. Owners cannot manually check oil level. Oil level is monitored entirely by electronic sensor, and sensor failures have been reported. Ram brought the 5.7-liter Hemi V8 back into production for 2026 as a higher-priced option. Translation: Ram's own company doesn't trust the Hurricane to carry the lineup alone. You're buying the first or second year of a completely new engine in a $65,000 to $85,000 truck with no track record past 50,000 miles. No long-term data exists yet, but there is one engine that avoids every single problem I just showed you. While these 3 engines are destroying themselves and stranding owners, there's one engine that mechanics actually buy for their own families. The only engine worth buying, Ford 5.0-liter Coyote V8 Gen 1 and 2, 2011 to 2017. A Ford engineer who worked at Essex Engine Plant where these engines are built told me, "This is the most reliable engine ever." He has one in his own Navigator, calls it a rocket. The Ford 5.0-liter Coyote from 2011 to 2017 was built before the government pushed car companies to make engines too complicated. No computer systems that shut off cylinders. No turbo parts that break at 100,000 miles. This engine has forged connecting rods and a forged crankshaft. That means the main parts are built to last, not just look good on paper. Here's why this engine saves you money while those other 3 cost you thousands. No transfer case problems like the GM. No thrust-bearing failures like the GM diesel. No overheating at 273 miles like the Ram. The Coyote uses port fuel injection. That means fuel sprays right on the valves and keeps them clean. No $1,200 carbon cleaning bills every 60,000 miles like those direct injection engines. No cylinder shutoff systems. All 8 cylinders work all the time. No lifters to collapse, no special oil requirements, just regular maintenance. Ford built over 2 million of these engines. They've been running in millions of trucks for over 10 years. Failure rate under 3% past 200,000 miles. I know a guy who proves this engine works in real life. My friend runs a landscaping business. He needs trucks that work every day. 3 years ago, he bought a 2016 F-150 with the 5.0-liter Coyote. Paid $28,000. Everyone told him to buy a GM V8, said it would be more reliable. He didn't listen. Today, his truck has 287,000 miles. Same engine, same transmission, never been apart. He spent maybe $800 on repairs, uses it every single day hauling equipment. The 2015 to 2017 models are the best ones to buy. All the early problems were fixed, but none of the new complicated stuff was added yet. Let me be honest, this engine isn't perfect. The VCT solenoids can tick on cold mornings. That's a $300 repair, not $15,000. The timing chain tensioner might rattle if you ignore it too long. Fix it early and you're looking at $800. Wait too long and it's $2,000, still not $23,000. Early models from 2011 to 2013 had some oil consumption issues. Ford fixed that by 2014. The water pump might leak around 150,000 miles. That's a $400 repair you can plan for. When the Coyote has a problem, it costs $300 to $800 to fix. When those other engines break, it costs $8,000 to $15,000. The Coyote's problems are normal wear items. Those other engines have catastrophic failures. You can buy a 2015 to 2017 F-150 with this engine for $25,000 to $35,000 right now. That's $40,000 less than a new truck with engines that are failing under warranty. Consumer Reports rates this engine above average for reliability. That's rare for any American truck engine. Finding the right Coyote truck isn't hard if you know what to look for. First, make sure it's the 5.0-liter V8. Don't trust the salesman. Look under the hood or check the door sticker. Second, check for small oil leaks around the valve covers. That's normal on higher mileage trucks. Use it to negotiate the price down $500. Third, listen when you start it cold. A little ticking that goes away when it warms up is normal. If it stays loud when warm, walk away. The most important thing to check is the maintenance records. You want to see oil changes every 5,000 miles. This engine needs good oil to keep those variable valve parts working right. If the owner can't show you maintenance records, offer $2,000 less or find a different truck. Take it to a Ford shop for a $200 inspection before you buy. They'll check the compression and make sure the engine is healthy inside. Test drive it hard. Get on the highway. Step on the gas. A good Coyote should pull strong and smooth all the way to 70 miles per hour. Do these simple checks and you'll get a truck that runs 300,000 miles with basic maintenance, while other people are paying $23,000 to fix their GM trucks, $15,000 to replace their GM diesel engines, and dealing with Ram trucks that overheat at 273 miles you'll be driving. Your biggest expense will be oil changes every 5,000 miles and maybe a $400 water pump at 150,000 miles. The window on good Coyote trucks is closing. More people are learning about them. Prices on clean ones are going up. Don't wait for the perfect deal. The Ford 5.0-liter Coyote V8 from 2015 to 2017. It's the only truck engine worth buying right now because it's the only one that actually works. Now that you know which truck engine will protect your wallet and which ones will drain it, you need to know the truth about diesel trucks, because there are 3 diesel trucks that mechanics refuse to work on and 4 others that will run for 500,000 miles without major repairs. So check out this video where I show you the 3 worst and 4 best diesel trucks in 2026 and how to avoid the costly mistakes most buyers make.